Hello everyone, my name is Jay and this is another War of Crown video. So to continue on from yesterday's video, the introduction to War of Crown, the new game from Gameville, this is day 2. This is logging in for day 2, just collected the day 2 login reward, which was 10,000 gold, fantastic. So that should actually be sitting in the mailbox, which it has, so there it is there. And overnight, since we last looked at the game yesterday, I've also managed to grab an additional 50 mandolins and a 3-star Revonyang. So we'll collect him. Yep. Those crazy legless cats, which we will be using later on to level up one of our heroes. So always worth collecting as many of those as possible. So let's get started, guys. We're gonna punch through. We're gonna punch through some of the adventure modes here just to get some levels under our belt. So we'll run through these. We do have the additional hero now, which is great. So we've got 3 of 4. Let's get started. So choosing the friend when you first start doing a level will give you that additional character to use within the game. Ultimately, you're trying to find the highest level character or from your friends list, which will give you that extra boost. Early on, it probably doesn't matter too much, but as you get higher and higher and higher and through normal mode and into the next versions of the levels, things become a little bit harder, and you may need to find a higher level friend that you can use to boost everything up. So we're just going to run this on auto. Get through these as quickly as possible just to start building up the rank and level of our... Just going to turn the volume down a little bit here because it's a little bit loud, I think. Excellent, so let's continue, and that's a little bit better. So ultimately doing these levels does increase the character level and the account level. Gives you experience for both doing these, so you can repeat them at any time. Once you've completed them 3-star, you should have the ability to run them again. So obviously when you do a level and you've used a friend, it does give you the automatic invite option, so we'll always do that. They've got too many friends. I wish that was my case, but it's not. So moving through next zone, so let's do it. As I said, we're going to push through this, use the mandolins that we have. We've got tons of mandolins there, so we use as many as we possibly can to level up. So we're starting to get level 2 friends now. Okie dokie, we're just going to run this on auto, get through this as quickly as possible. So what my strategy is going to be moving through this game is ultimately letting you guys know what the most streamlined and appropriate strategy is going to be for starting out. So ultimately we need to sort of at this stage collect enough heroes to have a full team. So we've only got 3 at the moment. We do need an additional hero. I am going to look at using my garnets to do a 10+1 summon shortly also. So let's get the friend going there. It's too many friends, fair enough. So I've just received what looks like a 3-star character, 3-star hero, wild boar, and a bronze ring. So what I'm going to do is click on form party and jump in and see if that actually is one of my characters or not. It is. So we've now just received a 3-star water character, which we'll throw in the mix. I don't know if it's one of the ones that I want to actually level up down the track, but we'll keep him in here for now as that's all we've got going on. So let's get into the next stage. Doesn't really matter at this point in the game. So yeah, the first 300 garnets, I would probably suggest running a 10+1 summon just to get yourself a nice lineup of heroes. Start building the team and start getting your characters that you're interested in leveling up to max level, leveling up as you go. So at this point, I don't have enough heroes to make a decision. I'm going to have a quick look after this level and see the different types of class characters or heroes that they do have in the game through the codex. So we'll go and have a look at that shortly after this round. And sort of work out what I want to have as my team composition. So at the moment I've got 2 ranged, 1 DPS. And I'm not sure what the wild boar is in terms of character style. We'll go and have a quick look at that. So let's go back home and jump into the hero screen, see what's happening back home. So we've got this Arendelle's missions. These, I'm assuming, these are like a beginner's sort of introduction mission chain. There's 50 missions, and as you go through and do each part of this, you get to the next point. So we've done clear stage 2, we've done that. So we'll collect the 3,000 gold, which is in the mailbox. Okay, so we'll go and grab that very quickly. So there it is, 3,000 gold. Lovely. We'll keep those in there at the moment because we've gone well over our mandolin at this point, so that's excellent. Okay, so let's have a look at the hero that we've just picked up. We have picked up the wild boar. There he is there. So he's a tank class, and he is a water element, and he increases defense by 12 and then block rate by 10% is his leader skill. If you set him as a leader, ultimately this set of stats gets applied to the team. So let's have a quick look through his ability. So he looks like he's this one is scaled on physical attack. This one here is also scaled on physical. That's the passive, which is a damage reduction by 25%, and this one here is also scaled by physical. So this guy scales to the physical stat, the same as our DPS class here. This Escherite. At least I can pronounce that one. Wild boar. There you go. Alright, so excellent stuff. So we're going to have a look at the equipment that we've picked up through the leveling process there. So let's see what we've got in terms of weapons. We've got a bow, which I suppose we'll put on our ranged class. So we'll do that. So weapon. And this is a physical attack. So let's just confirm that the ranged heroes scale with physical attack. So let's do that quickly. So this is our wind starting range character, and she is also scaled with physical attack. So looking fantastic. So that's good news. Perfect. So we can actually apply the bow to her, and that's perfect. So we'll apply that, we'll equip that. It's going to boost her physical attack by 12, so we'll throw that in the weapon slot, and she's now boosted, so that's good news. What accessories have we got? It's got some rings. That's a magical attack ring, don't need that because that does not work for her. Physical attack ring, so we'll equip that. Lovely. And we've got another physical attack ring and a defense ring or defense necklace, which we'll apply to our boar. So let's jump in there and put a necklace on a boar. Who would have thought that would be something that you can do in this game, but you can. So there we go. So we'll equip that. Look, defense, obviously, because it's a tank, defense helps out. It's not going to scale the attack skills, but at the end of the day, what the tank is there to do is to absorb the damage, and having more HP and more defense will help in it staying alive during the battle. So we'll get that in there. And then if we really wanted to, we could scale it with physical attack also in one of these additional slots, but we're not going to at this point. We're going to leave it as is. So let's have a quick look into the Hero Codex and have a look at what other class types we have available in the game. So we have this character already. This is our Escherite guy. So we know he's a DPS class. We've got the Arendelle. He's a tank class. That's good to know. We've got this chick who is Very well endowed. She is the range class which we've got as well. It's the fire version of the wind one that we've got. So that's good. So she's ranged and a support class. Okay. So we've got support. And this one looks like it is a magical attack class. So excellent stuff there. So that's passive HP. Excellent. That's a 5-star character. So we've got DPS, support, ranged, tank. We have support. Okay, support. We've got tank. Tank. We've got a strange looking. Don't know what you're going to call that. A bear. Some sort of furry animal. His name's Kindle, so he's the Amazon created character. He's a ranged one, so that's good. Ranged as well, like a pirate sort of dude. Then we've got some of these magical looking sort of people. This is a guy, yep. Nazdan, he's DPS, ranged. So I'm actually trying to find a mage class. So we've got assassin. The chicks in this game, as anime characters, are amazing. It's not very realistic, but hey, it's a game. So assassin class, this one scales with physical attack, which makes sense. It is a melee class, no doubt. DPS character once again. There is a mage class in here, I'm guessing. We'll find it eventually. I just want to get a gist of what's happening in terms of the character type. So I've got support, which is probably a healer, buffer, that sort of thing. So DPS and assassin. Let's change the filter to water. Maybe this will help. No, I think I might have to have a look back here into the common sorts of characters here. Let's see what support. Mages are normally female, so we'll have a look for the females. DPS class on that. It's a little goblin sort of thing. These are all sort of strange looking characters. So this is a DPS class. There we go, we found a mage. It's the Grave Lord Anubis. So he's a fire and water. And he is a mage class. And this one will be scaled on magical attack, which is great. So perfect. So that makes perfect sense there. So now we know what sort of class types we have in the game. We've got the DPS, the tank, support, assassin, and I've lost my train of thought, but ranged. So there's quite a few that we can start building a team towards. Ultimately, if it goes by any sort of RPG sort of team composition, you're looking at a tank, a support, and some DPS, whether that be ranged or melee. So I guess at this point we're going to be looking to try and get a support class in the team as well for our 4th spot. So let's have a look at summons, because we haven't logged in for, it's been a few hours since we logged in last. So we can get a free cat, which we'll summon now. See what we get. A 2-star Evan Yang. It's a naughty Evan Yang, clearly. And this is obviously for boosting our hero level. So that's fantastic. Lovely. Alright, so let's go back to the main screen. Grab the mail that we've just received. Actually, no, we've got to get it first from our mission. So claim some of these rewards. So we've logged in once. So 3,000 gold. I've leveled up a hero. And we've got a 1-star Evan Yang. That's good. And we've acquired a hero as well. So there we go, another 3,000 gold. So we've got to do 2 more adventure battles and clear a fairy realm dungeon, which I don't know what that is, but we'll work that out in a second. So let's collect our achievement rewards. So I've leveled up a hero 5 times. We'll collect that 3,000 gold. Acquire 5 heroes, another 3,000 gold. Equipment. acquire 5 equipment items. Yes, we have 3,000 gold. Lovely. Let's go and do the other 2 adventure levels. So level 4. Same team. Pick our friend. Doesn't matter. You can base it, I mean, these are all the same character really, but you can have a look at their combat rating. The higher the combat rating, the better they are. I've been disconnected from the server. We're back. Don't know how that happened, but here we go. We've actually got a better combat rated character and how to use. Even better. Let's move on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for that little interrupt there. The game was having some issues loading into a battle. I think there was some issues with the server, so we're back in it now, and we are doing our final adventure level for the day at the moment. I'll step you through what the next steps are for people playing along with this walkthrough, as well as what we're going to be doing later on today as well. So ultimately, we have a surplus of mandolins. We've got, I think, 70 odd left. So what I would suggest is, in the early stages of the game, you're going to have a huge stack of mandolins to get through a lot of the early content. Definitely want to be spending all of that as quickly as possible. So let me jump back to homepage very quickly. So from now until sort of higher levels, you want to sort of aim. There we go, so we've got some more things there, so we're up to that one now. Lovely. So we've got 69 out of 41, so we've got overstocked in our mandolin. So I'm going to continue off camera, powering through the adventure mode and building up equipment and heroes. I am going to be focusing on my starting heroes, the DPS class and this ranged chick here. I'm not going to worry too much about the other ones at the moment. I'm going to start using the Evon Yangs to boost these characters up and start getting these guys up to max level so we can evolve them down the track. Next video, what I will be doing after as well, and I will record it, is I am going to be doing a 300 Garnet summon. So that'll be coming up next. So in the meantime, guys, spend your mandolins in adventure mode, power through it, and just keep pushing through. If you're looking for specific items to add to your heroes, repeat the level until you get the item that's needed. So this one here has a wide range of items that drop. If you're after a specific one, like, you know, for example, that one, or even the sword, run through it. Once you've completed it the first time, replay it, go through it, get the items you need, try and get them. You want to make sure you're 3-starring all of these, and get through all of that. And then after we've completed that, I will come back to you guys with the summon video. So until next time, guys, thank you very much.